complete.
Juan Gonzalez in left field. That'll third. Conditions at game time, very good for baseball. 92 degrees. Wind out of the southeast at 10. Chance of showers. Well, there's not too many clouds in the sky right now, and it hasn't rained in the Dallas area in over a month. Ryan in his last start, Friday versus Oakland, lost, going 6 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs. He walked 6 while striking out 6. So we are ready to go. Rangers in the batter's box, and here is the Hookaroo.
All right, Wimpy, thank you very much. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball from Arlington Stadium right here on Sports Channel. Tim Raines will lead it off. There are the numbers on Rock, hitting at .315, 11 homers. He's knocked in 33. 2 for 2 in the opener of this series. Did not play last evening. Outfield bunch, they're straight up. There's the first pitch fastball hit into right field. Dan Peltier coming on. Makes the catch. And 1 pitch, 1 out.
Batting second, number 28.
Well, the first pitch of the ball game is a fastball down and in. Well, actually over the middle of the plate. I thought Rock hit this ball a little bit better than this. Peltier, didn't it look like a line drive off the bat? Not so. Peltier comes on to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Here's a little Joey Cora. 4 for 10 in this series. Hitting at .280, a homer. He's knocked in 37. Takes the pitch a little low. Joey having an outstanding trip. 11 for 23 with 9 RBIs on this trip. And before we show you our picks to click, good home select yours. Outfield short, swung around to the left. Dean Palmer at the cut of the grass at third. Palmero close at first. As the count moves to 2-1. As you may suspect, a huge crowd on hand. This is a nice meeting of the year between these two ball clubs. Sox have taken 6 of the first 8. They've played 5 here at Arlington. Sox have won 3 of those. Gets a fastball by him, and the count evens at 2. 46-year-old veteran Nolan. 27th year. 27th year pitching in the big league.
And that's mind-boggling.
Oh, yeah, it's unbelievable. You don't see too many guys who are 27 years in the big leagues playing, managing, or coaching.
Oh, absolutely. Well, he's got the record.
Yeah.
From a playing standpoint, 27 years.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is incredible. Of course, Connie Mack managed for 50 years because he owned the team.
They'll pitch. He walks Cora. And let's check out our picks to click tonight.
Batting third,
Man Jar, producer director. I'm going to go with Lance Johnson. Wimpy went with Rock. I'm going to go with my idol, Steve Sachs.
Good call.
Here's the DH, Matt Marullo. Matt 0 for 7 since being called up from Nashville. 0 for 1 in this series. Outfield plays him straight up. 330 down each line, 380 in the gap, 400 straightaway center field on a beautiful evening for baseball. 88 degrees. As Wimpy mentioned, there was some rain in the forecast the last couple of days, and they really needed it. Rain for what, 6 weeks?
Somewhere around that, yeah.
That's off the end of the bat. And a short left center field. It could be trouble. It's going to fall for the base hit. Gonzalez broke back. Harris broke back. A little duck snort for Matt. He'll take it.
Well, that's just real bad outfield play right here. There's some hang time on this one. You see, as Hawk mentioned, that ball hit right off the end of the bat. And Donald Harris looks like he was circling the wagons right there. Took the roundabout way of getting there. And Gonzalez, as Hawk mentioned, was on his heels. So, falls in there. Sox will certainly take that one. Robin Ventura now with a chance to do some damage.
Robin on a 10-game hitting streak. 4 for 9 in this series with 3 ribbies. hitting at 249, 17 homers. He's knocked in 62. There's a base hit into left field. Here comes Cora. They're waving him around as Gonzalez gets to it. Here's the throw. Cut off by Dean Palmer. Now his ball gets away from him, so Marullo goes into third, and the Sox take a quick 1-0 lead. Webby, I thought they had a shot at him at home plate.
They really did. Gonzalez made a very strong throw, and Palmer cut it out. I don't know why he was doing it. Marullo's not going anywhere.
Batting fifth, number 7.
Boy, I'll tell you, just some horrible defense by the Rangers right now. There's a shot by Robin. He got the hit of the bat on that fastball up and away. And look at it right there. Oh, my. There was definitely going to be a play, and nobody was going to advance. So Marullo, it's got to be an error on Palmer to allow Marullo to get to third.
That'll bring up Steve Sax, the right fielder. Saxy hitting at 257, a homer. He's knocked in 4. 1 for 4 in this series. Curveball.
Saxy doesn't want any part of that.
No, you don't want any part of that hook.
Dead red. He throws 3 of them over.
Grabs the bench. That's right. Saxy just got to wait him out. That's the fun thing about hitting against a guy like Nolan Ryan. If he does get the hook over, and especially if he gets in a decent spot, you got no chance. That's low, so he's waiting him out right here, and the count 2-0. But when he does come with that heater, for some reason, Wimpy, you know yourself, it's a lot easier to dial it up against a guy like Nolan Ryan than it is a guy who's only throws, say, 85 or 86.
Without a good example is Tim Raines. He hits the ball hard against Ryan and Clemens and those guys, and he gets jammed on the guys that don't throw as hard.
Took something off that 2-0 pitch. Got Saxy out in front. So Ivan Rodriguez. Blocking it, keeping it in front of him. There you see the bandage on the side of the face. That ball got him in his wrist. Wow. 1-0 Sox here in the top of the first. Marullo at third, Ventura at first. 3-1 the count.
But Saxy gets a chance to play, and he's taking advantage of it.
Hey, it seems like almost every time he plays, we win.
Yeah.
3-1 pitch. Ground ball through Dean Palmer's legs. Marullo scores. Ventura on his way to third. Here's a throw by Gonzalez. Not in time. 2-0 Sox. So some butchering going on here by the Rangers in the first inning.
Boy, there's 3 plays, 3 horrible plays already by Texas. There's a 3-1 fastball that Saxy turns on, but that's a double play ball right there. If he charges a little bit and gets it on the short hop, he's got to be able to turn it. Gonzalez hustles on. The throw does not get Ventura. Well, the Rangers are 11th ranked in the American League in defense, and they'll show you why right there. In this whole inning.
Good hustle by Ventura. Here's Dan Pasqua. Danny hitting at 179, 3 homers. He's knocked in 13. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Sox, on 2 errors for the Rangers. There goes Sox. It's foul back. Saxy had just a decent jump right there. It would have been tough for Rodriguez to throw him out.
Here's a look at the Nolan Ryan pitching profile. He's got a fastball. He throws at 90 to 94. He's been clocked as high as 96 miles an hour this year. Curveball, and he will throw a circle changeup. So he's trying to sink the ball a little bit, too, in a couple of his pitches so far this inning, Hawks.
Well, so far this inning, Wimpy, as we both just motioned each other, he is very short on that fastball.
Sure looks like it, yeah.
There goes Sax once again. Rodriguez with the throw. Not in time. So Saxy picks up his 7th stolen base.
good jump. You see the high leg kick of Ryan. You're going to get a good jump on him every time, even though Rodriguez, good as there is, makes the throw to the third base side, and that's another reason why he's safe. You can steal on Nolan Ryan.
So the count of ball and 2 strikes to Pasqua with 1 out. Got him on a curveball.
Looks like a pretty good pitch right there. Yeah. He just aced him with a good hook. Watch it right. It certainly was knee-high coming across the plate. This side angle will show you the height of the pitch. It certainly was over the plate. And right there, right at the knee.
Strike. Just a good strike right there.
And Danny was not in position to pull the trigger way out in front. His hands carried him forward.
Lance Johnson steps in. There's that circle change. Lance hitting at .313, no homers. He's knocked in 33, 5 for 10 in the first 2 games of this series. Cues this one. Dean Palmer. Easy 2-hopper over to Palmero. And that'll retire the side, but the Sox get some help as they come up with 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors. They leave 2. After a half inning of play, it's the good guys 2, and the Rangers coming up.
Ooh, what's this? And defensively, Sox have Raines, Johnson, Sachs in the outfield. Ventura, Guillen, Cora, Pasqua are the infielders. Battery this evening, Ron Karkovice and Alex Fernandez.
Center fielder Donald Harris will lead it off. Take the fastball upstairs. Harris hitting at .214. No homers. He's knocked in 2. 1 for 2 in this series. Now the fastball on the count 2-0. Outfield shading him around to the right. There's a strike on the outside corner. Three and 1 the count. As we mentioned, Sox 4-1 on this big 7-game road trip. Up the Mariners, split the first 2 here. There's a strike, and the count goes full. And tomorrow night in the finale, right-hander Tim Belcher making his first start in a Sox uniform. He has a worthy opponent, right-hander Kevin Brown. Payoff pitch. Big Frank, little correlation here between Thomas and Harris, Wimpy.
Right. Well, let's see what Frank has done against Ryan. 0 for 12 at 11 strikeouts. One of the reasons why he's not in there. And Donald Harris was drafted ahead of Frank Thomas by the Rangers. They could have had a shot at Frank as he fouled this one back. He was a football player, standout football player at Texas Tech. Somehow I think they feel like they may have gotten the wrong guy.
You think so?
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
Well, because probably Frank's the best player in the American League right now. That's probably why. Anybody.
Got him fastball.
Three-two fastball.
Right there.
Yeah. Well, Dale Ford looks like he wants to call a high strike, and there's nothing wrong with that. You saw that pitch. It was below the letters, just slightly above the belt. See what Alex has done in his last 12 starts. 7-2, 2.98 earned run average, 90 2/3 innings.
Ooh. Switch hitting second baseman takes a curveball strike. Range hitting at .250 for homers. He's knocked in 36. 0 for 7 in this series, and also in his career against Alex, he's 0 for 7. 21 to count. Ventura even with a bag off the line at third. Pops the fastball up left side. Robin.
And are between the lines for tonight's ball game. for the White Sox to derail the Express. You got to dial it up for that fastball. Sit on that heater, try and get it out front. Take the breaking ball, because more than likely you're not going to hit it anyway if he throws a good one. Texas needs some innings from Ryan because they got to rest up that bullpen. They have thrown a lot of innings in the first 2 ball games of this series. Sox to steal or not to steal? Yes. Ryan's got the high leg kick. Sachs already has stolen a base in the first inning.
American League's Player of the Month for July, Rafael Palmeiro stands in. Hitting at .318, 27 homers. Knocked in 78. Fastball misses. Palmeiro 2 for 9 in this series with a homer. That came last night. 17 for 41 in his last 11 ball games. He's a little tardy right there on that Fernandez heater. Just tuned in this afternoon at the Coliseum. Oakland came up with 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning to beat Sweet Lou's Mariners 5-4. Jams him, pops him up. Ozzie. He's there, so very quickly a 1-2-3 inning for young Alex, and after 1, Sox on top, 2-0.
Beautiful.
Ron Karkovice leads off the Sox second. Takes a fastball strike. Kark hitting at .245, 13 homers. He's knocked in 37, 2 for 6 in this series with a homer. Breaking ball. Pretty good pitch. Didn't get it. The count 1-1. Nolan Ryan's last season. Out in front, chops that one away. So truly, one of the most charismatic players to ever perform in the major league. 27-year veteran. That's unbelievable. Fastball off the plate.
Yeah, he's always prided himself on his conditioning, and I think that's so amazing too, is that arm just keeps going and going and going.
Did you get that little backpack
around his battery? Something like that.
Yes, he did.
Oh, it's a curveball right here coming up to Karkovice, and actually it's a hanger. But Kark says, wait a minute, that's not a strike, and then it comes back. It may have caught the inside corner, but it was up high, as you can see. Kark may be trying to hold up and swing at the same time.
I don't know if Nolan would look good in that costume.
No.
Ozzie takes it low.
Fluffy behind and the pink ears.
Ozzie 1 for 4 in this series. With an RBI, slaps that fastball out of play. Checking some other action for you. Boston shutting out Minnesota 2-0, top of the 4th at the Humphrey Dome. Yankees leading Toronto 1-0, bottom of the 5th at Yankee Stadium. 3-1 Baltimore over Milwaukee. That's in the bottom of the 4th at Camden Yards. And at Cleveland, bottom of the 6th, it's the Tigers 6th in the Tribe 1. Ball and 2 strikes. That's into right field. Dan Peltier, Notre Dame graduate, makes the catch. 2 down. That sounds nice, Notre Dame graduate.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't hurt to have that mentioned after your name.
That'll bring up Tim Raines. Knock fly to Peltier on the first pitch of the ball game. Takes a breaking ball high. Crowd continuing to file in. Rangers averaging 28,143 per home day. There's a curveball strike. There's some of the crowd. crowd, just a few seats out in the upper reaches of the bleachers. There's a shot into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Peltier will have to take it on the first hop. So Wimpy's picked a click aboard.
Well, the White Sox have played very well on the road. You can see their winning percentage just below the Toronto Blue Jays. That Blue Jays, 5 games over at 28-23. Sox, 30-25. Kansas City, 2 games under. Jeez. That's winning going on the road this year.
Here's little Joey Cora. He started off that 2-run first with a base on balls and scored. They got the Polonia shift on him. Gonzalez guarding the line and left as he takes the fastball strike. Huge gap in right center.
Tell you what, Joey's gotten some big hits lately pulling a ball. I don't think he can pull Ryan, but he dials it up. He can pull him.
Slaps that one out of play. So very quickly, the count 0-2. On deck hitter Matt Marullo. Matt's the DH tonight if you just joined us.
Nolan Ryan, not the type pitcher that you want to like think about hitting the ball the opposite field against. You got to think about getting ahead of the bat out, and actually in that sense you got to think almost in terms of pulling them.
So Nolan taking a long time in between pitches. The 0-2 delivery. There's a chopper right to Palmeiro. Steps on the bag, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across there was a hit. After an inning and a half, Sox on top by 2.
Now we direct your attention to Rangers Diamondbation.
The secret to a strong finish is endurance. Introducing high endurance, new from Old Spice.
Couple of 23-year-olds going at one another. Gonzalez hitting at .332, 32 homers. He's knocked in 83. Breaking ball high. 1, 2 for 6 in this series with a homer, and he is 5 for 16 lifetime, as you see right there against Alex. And 2 of those 5 hits have left the premises.
Oh, he's going to leave the place a lot against every pitcher.
Change up low.
See the batting leaders, most extra base hits. John Olerud with 63, Griffey Jr. 59, Gonzalez and Palmeiro at 56. So they certainly can do some damage.
Outfield deep.
Oh, yeah.
Hooks him right there on the 2-0. Good one. And while we have a moment, all of us here at Sports Channel would like to welcome our affiliate, Heritage Cable, and all our viewers in Wilson, Iowa. Wilton, yes. No.
No?
They don't have my money in Wilton. Watch out. Rips that one foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
They don't have any of the Cole Porter's money in Wilton, huh?
The Cole Porters.
That's what you are in Polish. Or Karpovich or something like that. Sokol. There's a lot of names for you in here. I'm trying to figure out.
I've been called a lot of names, you know. That means hawk in Polish, huh?
Yeah.
Cole Porters?
Yeah. He could write some songs, too.
Oh, yeah.
Look out.
He almost.
He did.
Yeah, he did hit it. Turned right into it.
Looks like a changeup to me. Let's check it out. Yeah, Alex is. He looks like he had it way in the back of his hand, which is where he holds his changeup. You can see Juan is way out in front. He committed to that pitch way early, so when it came inside, he just couldn't get out of the way.
So the leadoff man aboard, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Julio Franco, hitting at 272, 11 homers. He's knocked in 52, having a fine series. 5 for 8. And he has reached base his last 8 times. 5 hits, 3 walks. Chops that one foul back. Franco just 2 for 16 against Fernandez. And a reminder, the Sox and your local Chrysler Plymouth dealers have teamed up for the Upper Deck Sweepstakes. Now, the grand prize is a 1993 Plymouth Duster, which is on display on the Upper Deck Concourse at Comiskey Park. So stop by and see the Duster. Sign up for your chance to win. No purchase necessary. Ooh. Wimpy's
Say that again.
No purchase necessary.
I love it.
Outfield, way around to the right. Fastball up and in, so the count 2-1. Taking some scores over in the National League. Pirates over the Cubs this afternoon at Wrigley, 6-5. Houston shutting out the Dodgers 1-0, bottom of the 4th at the Astrodome. Phillies leading the Bravos 5-3, bottom of the 5th at Fulton County Stadium. Montreal 3, the Mets nothing, top of the 6th inning. That's at Olympic Stadium. And the Fighting Fish and the Cardinals locked up at 1, top of the 2nd in St. Louis. Franco nursing some bad knees. Here's the on deck hitter, Ivan Rodriguez. A little tardy on the heater. Well, the count evens at 2.
Well, the Rangers have had all kinds of injury problems. You look at Nolan Ryan just starting his 7th ball game of the year. Their fine young center fielder, Hawk David Hulse, is on the disabled list, and he looks like he's going to be a player. Adds speed to the outfield. Plays hard, very aggressive youngster.
Puts the bat on the ball.
Yeah. Gino Petralli, center of your screen right there, was on the disabled list at the start of the season. A very capable backup catcher to Rodriguez. Of course, Ivan got hurt last week. Canseco gone for the year.
Ground ball, Coral. Nice hop he gets. Rack him up. 4-6-3. 105th double play of the season turned by the Sox.
Batting 6, number 7, catcher Bud Rodriguez.
Here you see, Joey got a nice Sunday hop right there. So the flip to Ozzie is easy. Gonzalez doesn't bother to slide, and Franco's out by a mile.
So here's Rodriguez hitting at 282. 6 homers. He's knocked in 43. 0 for 2 in the first game of this set. And 4 for 12 lifetime. Make that 5 for 13 lifetime against Alex.
Batting 7, number 16, third baseman Dean Palmer.
Take a look at the pitch. Yeah, fastball or a hard slider right there. You see the high leg kick. Well, Rodriguez, he didn't get cheated when he swings either. He gets everything into it.
Here's Dean Palmer. Can't get the breaking ball. Palmer hitting at 237. 21 homers. 68 knocked in. But he has been scuffling. 6 for his last 45.
And he looks real shaky in the field so far in this first 3 games of this series.
Just 24 years old. He's in a slump, Wimpy. That happens.
Yeah.
He's hitting hard, 237.
No, the power numbers are good. 2168.
There's the strike. 0-2. Boston now leading Minnesota 5-0, bottom of the 4th. At the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. One and 2 the count. Sox, as we mentioned, will conclude this series tomorrow night. Come home, open up that 10-game homestand. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday against the California Angels. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday against the Oakland A's. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday against the Kansas City Royals. So this has been a big trip for the Sox, and a big homestand coming up. The 1-2. Hung the curveball in the left field. Tim Raines is there. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing across. There was a hit. One left after 2. Sox by 2. Two nothing good guys as Matt Marullo will lead it off. It'll be Marullo, Ventura, and Steve Sachs. Nolan Ryan coming in with those 322 victories against 290 defeats.
Yeah, he's pitched on some lousy teams.
I know. That hits the first pitch fastball into center field. Donald Harris.
Well, I remember playing the Angels back in the 70s when the only players that the Angels had was Frank Tanana and Nolan Ryan. And they had to pitch almost a shutout or give up 1 or 2 runs max if they were going to win a ball game. So there was a lot of pressure on those guys to pitch shutouts and do great things if they had any chance at all to win.
Here's Ventura, RBI single in the first. Watch out. Look at this. Took exception to the pitch. And one after Nolan Ryan. Start things back up right here. And there's Lamont. And here we go again. I cannot see who is in the middle. Bo is in there. If somebody drags out. Doug Manzolino. Jeff Schwartz.
Boy, Mickey Hatcher's got a pretty good cut over his right eye, as you can see right there. Boy, this thing's getting ugly out. Got to get these two teams back to their benches.
Well, they'd love to. I hope Ivan Rodriguez and some of the other guys just stay out of this thing. Ivan Rodriguez just had that fractured cheekbone.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully they will break it up and get everybody back to the benches. There we go. All Robin Ventura drilled on the first pitch by Nolan. Ryan took exception to it and decided he was just going to charge the mound. And we'll take another look at it.
Well, the pitch was behind him. No question. You know, Robin's been hitting that spot. That's at least the second time, and he delayed for a second. There they go.
Well, Rodriguez comes up, grabs Robin from behind. Now he turns Nolan around and gets him in a spot, as there's Garcia and Lamont going at it. And I would imagine this is because they're probably going to allow Nolan Ryan to stay in the game, and they're going to throw Robin out. Well, I'll tell you what, that's the maddest we've seen Gene Lamont since he's been in a Sox uniform.
Oh, yeah.
Here's where you get going right there when the two guys come up and grab you. Now three got him. Now Robin turns him around. Pasqua right in the middle of things. Jeff Schwartz trying to drag Rodriguez out of there.
Well, you could see that Nolan was hitting Robin right on the top of his head, so he probably hurt his hand a little bit in that thing, and he did get one good lick in on an uppercut.
Garcia trying to straighten things out.
Gene Lamont is really showing his players something right there.
Both ways.
Darn right.
In the middle of it, and right there as well. And watch, as we mentioned, that's the hottest he has been since he's been in a Sox uniform.
I think I want to get up and applaud him right now.
Good for him.
Yes,
right.
sir. Well, he certainly got to stick up for his players, and he showed them right there that he meant business.
So Ventura definitely has been ejected.
Oh, yeah.
And Graybeck will run for him.
One more time, you can see the pitch is behind Robin and gets him in that same spot. Oh, I'll tell you, just above the elbow. Very painful. Well, nobody got hurt in the skirmish. Nobody usually does.
Ryan went down there. He could have been hurt when he went down with that neck hold that Robin had on him. So here we go. Steve Sachs. They pick off Graybeck.
Well, Rodriguez loves to throw, and he's so quick with that right-handed hitter at the plate. He doesn't have much to throw around, and
he's back. He
was safe.
Yeah, he was safe.
He was there.
Here's the one-strike pitch to Sachs. Ground ball. Diaz. And the Sun is retired, so nothing across. After 2.5, Sox lead it 2-0.
When you work one...
Dan Peltier leads off the bottom of the third. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Sox. No runs, 1 hit for Texas. Takes the fastball outside.
Well, I sure hope Rodriguez didn't get anything.
I know it. You know, he just had some surgery on that fractured cheekbone.
Well, he's a tough kid, isn't he? I mean, he was right there, you know, defending his pitcher. That's what he's got to do.
There's a situation right there, Wimpy, as you well know. You being a hitter, if you think the guy is throwing at you and he hits you like that, then you want to go to the mound, it's your prerogative. And that's exactly what Robin felt like. And besides, I think, too, it looked like almost the same spot he got hit by Cal Eldred of Milwaukee.
Without a doubt. I thought it was the exact same spot, just above the right elbow.
Fastball a little bit high, so the count 2-2.
Well, nobody on either team backed off, that's for sure.
That's into left center field. Tim Raines is there. 1 gone.
Batting ninth, number 6, shortstop, Mario Diaz.
I think it's just the case right here that some of the Sox hitters just tired of getting drilled by whoever. That'll bring up the shortstop, Mario Diaz. Mario hitting at .287, a homer, 15 RBIs. But again, that is just the discretion of the hitter there.
Yeah, it sure is.
There's a base hit by Diaz. He hit Alex well. He is now 5 for 8 against Fernandez.
He got that fastball. He's a high ball hitter without question. And he got his hands up above this high fastball and nailed it into that gap in right center field. Lance Johnson able to cut it off because he was playing him that way.
Donald Harris, the center fielder, the leadoff hitter, struck out, called out. Breaking ball away. That's into right field. Steve Sachs is back. Right in front of the fence. Makes the catch. Stevie, there's only 2 out. He remembers.
Shades of Joe Carter at Skydome. Oh, boy. All right, at least he kept the ball in his glove. I thought there was 3 outs for a second, too. So wait a minute.
So 2 out, and that'll bring up Doug Strange. And a reminder, the Angels come to Comiskey Park on Friday, August 6th at 7:05. The first 20,000 fans will receive a Good Guys Wear Black pin, courtesy of Burger King. For tickets, just dial Ticketmaster 312-831-1-SOX. Strange takes it outside. He popped up to Ventura his first trip. Changeup fouls it back. So a very interesting ball game thus far.
Really. You know, another thing about what going through Robin's mind, too, is that, you know, if he wants to do something, he'll handle it himself. He'll do it with the other pitcher rather than get anybody else involved on the other team, whether or not some sort of retaliation to another hitter would be involved.
Strike call for Strange. And the count moves to 1-2. Robin Ventura is a tough customer. He will not back down from anything. And again, he felt evidently that Nolan was throwing at him, and he wanted to do something about it.
Yeah, and that's all it is. As you mentioned, that he just exercised his prerogative. You know, that's one of those things that kind of gets your adrenaline going too, and more times than not, it helps a ball club.
Oh, very definitely. Unfortunately, you know, in context with fighting, you don't want to see it.
Right.
But that's the way it is.
Yeah, it's the way it always seems to go. It seems like a little kick in the butt that you might need on in a certain occasion.
Ozzie gets a two-hopper, takes him right to the bag, steps on it, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across after 3 stocks. 2-0 over the Rangers.
Ooh, what's this?
That's not bad for him. Danny Pasqua, a strikeout victim his first time up. Good Ryan curveball got him looking. First pitch. Fastball in the dirt. And the Rangers gapping Pasqua, giving him the lines on both sides. Fouls that one straight back. So the count even at 1. As you look at the defensive alignment in the outfield for the Rangers, they don't think Danny's going to turn on that Ryan fastball. And Donald Harris very shallow in center field. So is Gonzalez in left. Dan Peltier is deep in right field. He's pretty much straight away. Change up hit in the air to center field. Donald Harris back and puts it away.
All right, 1 out, and let's check out Duke Koppel's Trivia Trove.
All right.
What catcher caught the most no-hitters during his career? And I'm going to say Bob Boone.
I'm going to say
Jeff Torborg. It is Torborg. As soon as I said Boone, I remembered Torborg catching Ryan and also Sandy Koufax.
Bill Singer had a no-hitter as Lance Johnson takes ball 1. I think Jeff was behind the plate for that one. Of course, Jeff spent a lot of time with Jeff, so he mentioned that a few times, I believe. There's a fastball on the outside corner. Outfield swung around the left. They don't think Lance can pull him, and he pops this one up on a changeup. Center field, Donald Harris puts it away. I'll tell you what, Nolan Ryan may be a little bit short on his fastball tonight, Hawk, and I think he realized he's turning the ball over, and he's got a good changeup, circle change, and his curveball looks like it's very effective also.
Well, the last 10 years of his career,
Catcher
he
Ron
certainly has
Markovic.
adjusted when he did not have his good fastball. Yeah, as you mentioned, he knows he's short, so he'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, he looks like he's pitching tonight. Here's the first pitch to Karkovic. There's a hook. That'll buckle you. Remember that one hitter he pitched over here a couple of years ago, Hawk?
Kittle got the hit.
Yeah, he shanked one into right.
If Palmeiro doesn't get his feet crossed up, it's a no-hitter.
That's right. I think he punched out about 14, 16, whatever. Fastball fouled straight back at us. Fortunately, it misses us. So the 46-year-old right-hander will probably be a little bit sore tomorrow. That skirmish in the 3rd inning.
I'll tell you one thing. This is a tough White Sox club, and they're even coming together more so.
Yeah.
Tough club. They're just not going to back down from anybody. And if you just tuned in, Gene Lamont was hot. I mean, hot. Real hot.
Yeah, he was tossed along with Robin Ventura, and he earned a lot of points with his players. There's a fastball, misses down and away. Blackjack McDowell and Joey Cora did an excellent swan dive. He got him on the outside corner with the fastball. Great pitch by Ryan. So Nolan works the 1, 2, 3, 4th, but the Sox still lead it 2-0.
In a game rich with traditions, Sherwin-Williams has created one of its own by preserving and protecting the national shrines of our national pastime.
It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 guys in the middle of this Texas lineup to face Fernandez. Rafael Palmeiro. Hawk mentioned the player of the month in the American League. He put some kind of numbers together. Good hook. Oh, yes. Alex jammed him. Good fastball his last time up. He popped out to shortstop. Sox playing the pull in the outfield. Rains way off the line and left. Fastball misses away. Oh, good one. In on his fist over the top of it. Looked like a real hard slider there. Palmeiro batting .411 over his last 34 ball games. That's real good. And .392 in his last 55. That raises his batting average from .241 to .318. Boy, has he been red hot. Oh, there's a slider. He just hooks that one right into the Ranger dugout. Talk about some bat speed coming through there. Lordy. Right at Dean Palmer. Mario Diaz. Wow. I think somebody did get hit there in the arm. Maybe David Hulse. Fouls that one off left side on the heater. Palmeiro, with that homer last night, broke the Ranger record for homers in a season by a left-handed hitter, and also broke his career record. He had 26 a couple of years ago. It looked like it was Doug Strange that got nailed in the dugout. So the 2-2 pitch coming out. Fastball again. He fouls it off. Palmeiro with that very relaxed stance. Hands very loose around the bat. And when he pulls the trigger, he gets some bat speed. That top hand comes flying through there. Slightly open. He can hit. He's 29 years old. Did he go? No, says third base umpire Rich Garcia. A strikeout victim his first time up. Good Ryan curveball got him looking. First pitch. Fastball in the dirt. And the Rangers gapping Pasqua, giving him the lines on both sides. Fouls that one straight back. So the count even at 1. As you look at the defensive alignment in the outfield for the Rangers. They don't think Danny's going to turn on that Ryan fastball. And Donald Harris very shallow in center field. So is Gonzalez in left. Dan Peltier is deep in right field. He's pretty much straight away. Change up hitting the air to center field. Donald Harris back. And puts it away.
All right, one out, and let's check out Duke Koppel's Trivia Trove.
All right.
What catcher caught the most no-hitters during his career? I'm going to say Bob Boone.
I'm going to say
Jeff Torborg. It is Torborg. As soon as I said Boone, I remembered Torborg catching Ryan and also Sandy Koufax.
Bill Singer had a no-hitter as Lance Johnson takes ball 1. I think Jeff was behind the plate for that one. Of course, Jeff. Spent a lot of time with Jeff, so he mentioned that a few times, I believe. There's a fastball on the outside corner. Outfield swung around the left. They don't think Lance can pull him, and he pops this one up on a changeup. Center field, Donald Harris puts it away. I'll tell you what, Nolan Ryan may be a little bit short on his fastball tonight, Hawk, and I think he realized he's turning the ball over, and he's got a good changeup. Circle change, and his curveball looks like it's very effective also.
Well, the last 10 years of his career,
Catcher
he
Ron
certainly has
Markovich.
adjusted when he did not have his good fastball.
Yeah,
As you mentioned, maybe he knows he's short, so he'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, he looks like he's pitching tonight. Here's the first pitch to Karkovic. There's a hook. I don't buckle you. Remember that one hitter he pitched over here a couple of years ago, Hawk?
Kittle got the hit.
Yeah, he shanked one into right.
If Palmeiro doesn't get his feet crossed up, it's a no-hitter.
That's right. I think he punched out about 14, 16, whatever. Fastball fouled straight back at us. Fortunately, it misses us. So the 46-year-old right-hander will probably be a little bit sore tomorrow. That skirmish in the third inning.
And I'll tell you one thing. This is a tough White Sox club, and they're even coming together more so.
Yeah.
Tough club. They're just not going to back down from anybody. And if you just tuned in, Gene Lamont was hot. I mean, hot. Real hot.
Yeah, he was tossed along with Robin Ventura, and he earned a lot of points with his players. There's a fastball, misses down and away. Blackjack McDowell and Joey Cora did an excellent swan dive. He got him on the outside corner with the fastball. Great pitch by Ryan. So Nolan works the 1, 2, 3, 4th, but the Sox still lead it 2-0.
In a game rich with traditions.
In the American League, he put some kind of numbers together. Good hook. Oh, yes. Alex jammed him. Good fastball his last time up. He popped out to shortstop. Sox playing the pull in the outfield. Rains way off the line and left. Fastball misses away. Oh, good one. In on his fist over the top of it. Looked like a real hard slider there. Palmeiro batting .411 over his last 34 ball games. That's real good. And .392 in his last 55. That raises his batting average from .241 to .318. Boy, has he been red hot. Oh, there's a slider. He just hooks that one right into the Ranger dugout. Talk about some bat speed coming through there. Lordy. Right at Dean Palmer. Mario Diaz. Wow. I think somebody did get hit there in the arm. Maybe David Hulse. Fouls that one off left side on the heater. Palmeiro, with that homer last night, broke the Ranger record for homers in a season by a left-handed hitter, and also broke his career record. He had 26 a couple of years ago. It looked like it was Doug Strange that got nailed in the dugout. So the 2-2 pitch coming out. Fastball again. He fouls it off. Palmeiro with that very relaxed stance. Hands very loose around the bat. And when he pulls the trigger, he gets some bat speed. That top hand comes flying through there. Slightly open. He can hit. He's 29 years old. Did he go? No, says third base umpire Rich Garcia. Payoff pitch coming up to Palmeiro. Oh, he jammed him. There's a dead soldier. Mickey Hatcher makes the play. And a friend as he gives up a souvenir. Mickey had a mouse over his right eye in that skirmish last inning. Dave Oliver is the third base coach. See, Mickey got it cleaned up. Mick might even look a little better. He's one of the characters of the game. 3-2 once again. Curveball, got him. Backdoor hook on 3-2, and Palmeiro goes down.
That's going to get a whole bunch of them right there. 3-2 backdoor hook. Just grab some bench. That's all you can do. Palmeiro knew it.
He was just praying for a ball call right there. Dale Ford rung him up. No chance on that one. So here's Juan Gonzalez. He was hit by a pitch in the second inning. That was a changeup that got away from Alex. Slider misses down and away. Gonzalez, those 32 homers, lead the American League. And he's having a great season average-wise. Oh, good slider right there. Gonzalez just 23 years old. Since the All-Star break, in 19 games, a .386 hitter with 9 homers, 23 driven in. Wow. That's good. He is born and lives in Vega Baja, Puerto Rico. Same place Ivan Rodriguez was born and raised. You know, we got to have a scout over there. We got to get Bart Johnson or someone. Brinky boy. Change up. Good pitch. Great arm action here by Alex. Pretty good location, too, at the knees. Outside corner. So 2-2, the matchup of 23-year-old. Misses outside. That was a slider. 3-2. 1 out. Julio Franco to foul. Sox very deep in the outfield and straight away.
Won't be the style of pitching now since the incident. Is going to have to change a little bit. It'll take a little bit of the fastballs inside out of play. And the pitchers, I think probably what happens when you see an incident like that happen, especially early in a ball game, you will see a lot more 2-2, 3-2 counts than ordinary, because they have to go from the middle out for the most part.
Oh.
Jim Shorts.
That's not a good swing by Gonzalez, because Alex dropped down and threw him a nasty breaking ball. Oh boy, way out front. Those hands came forward. He just did get a piece of it, though. Normal guy doesn't even come close to hitting that ball, though.
Like you trying to get out of a bunker.
Thank you. Oh, got him again on the change. Boy, Alex using that changeup a lot. And coming up this Saturday on Sports Channel at 1, it'll be the 1993 Old Style Softball Classic. Put your glove away and enjoy softball Chicago style. The best teams in Chicago compete in the largest 16-inch softball tournament. That's where you don't use gloves, Huckaroo.
And that'll be some fun there.
Oh,
There's some
man.
great 16-inch players. There's best in the world in Chicago.
Yeah. You ever played 16-inch softball?
A couple times. I couldn't hit it.
Really?
Too slow.
It wasn't big as a basketball, but it's pretty close. How about catching that thing? And throwing it is tough. I played a couple times. Really a lot of fun, though.
I couldn't catch it with a glove. I'm going to catch it without one.
Basket would be nice. There's strike 2 on the outside corner. Boy, Alex, good control so far. You mentioned pitching away, but he is dotting the outside corner on most of these Ranger hitters. 2 down, nobody on. That's funky Julio Franco stance. Keep the ball away from him. Stay right there. Well, I've always said that Franco wants that. You know, he wraps that bat around his head, but he's a great inside-out hitter. He wants the ball inner half so he can use that good stroke for the opposite way. It's tougher to go the other way, especially with that big bat of his, the opposite way. Fouls that one back. 1-2. Julio grounded into a double play his first time up, 4-6-3. Alex Fernandez has struck out 3 hit a batter, no walks. Nolan Ryan also has 3 strikeouts, hit a batter, no walks. Uh-oh. Check that, 1 walk for Ryan.
And scored.
Yeah, that's right. Well, he couldn't catch a break in the first inning. Well, the defense really let him down.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Joey Cora quickly makes the play, and that'll do it. So Fernandez works an easy 1-2-3 inning. After 4, Sox lead at 2-0.
Stadium. First ball, fastball, souvenir left side. Boston over Minnesota 5-1, top of the 7th at the Humphrey Dome. Oakland defeated Sweet Lou's Mariners this afternoon at the Coliseum 5-4, and later on California takes on the Angels at the Big A in Anaheim. Here's a shot into center field. Donald Harris coming on, makes the catch. That him played perfectly.
Well, he did that. Anybody else would have probably been a solid single to left center. But no.
And a reminder, the White Sox Wives present Cruise with the Sox on Thursday, August 26th. Fans are invited to board the Odyssey Cruise line and sail along Lake Michigan with your favorite White Sox players. Now, that evening will also include dancing and a silent auction with proceeds benefiting children's cancer research. Tickets are limited. So for more information, just dial 312-451-5294. That's 451-5294. Probably putting a little tape on there so Ryan can see the numbers a little better.
That's right. He doesn't have glasses on, and, you know, he's at that age.
So here's Rock. Rock 1 for 2, fly to right, and singled hard into right field. Ground ball to Hopper Doug Strange.
Baseman Joey Cora.
All right, trivia trove. What catcher caught the most no-hitters during his career? Indeed, it was Jeff Torborg. We think.
We know it's Jeff Torborg. Oh, we're not too sure about those numbers and the guys on the bottom.
Joey Cora, breaking ball strike. Ron Stordo.
Ron Distorto.
Backdoored him with that hook. So the count 0-2 to Joey. Joey walked, scored in the first, grounded out to Palmeiro in the second. Fastball high off the plate. Two and two the count. Sox trying to pick up their 60th victory of the season. A lot of deuces on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. And if you joined us late, there was a bench clearing fight in the 3rd inning. Ventura was drilled in the elbow. Fastball from Nolan Ryan. Charged the mound. Both benches cleared. Had some scuffles going on, and Robin and skipper Gene Lamont were ejected. That changeup misses, and a full count to Cora. We still have not received a report on Ventura's elbow. He was hit pretty good. Good shot. Payoff pitch. That's ball 4. So the second walk drawn by Joy.
Designated hitter Matt Marullo.
And that'll bring up Matt Marullo. He's 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the first inning.
Boy, Joy can work those pitchers. 0-2.
Best in the league.
Oh, man.
And don't you think that does not help that third place hitter, especially big Frank Thomas? You're sitting on the on-deck circle, Wimpy, and you're seeing that guy out there on the mound throw 5, 6, 7 pitches to Cora.
Well, Frank told us that the other day. He was telling us that that's what he does. He studies that pitcher from the on-deck circle, and he can pretty much gauge him.
Good changeup from Ryan.
Big Frank just gets down to that one knee and watches him.
Joy gives him plenty of opportunity, the way he works them. Outfield shaded to the left. A little bit of a gap in right center. There goes Cora. Rodriguez with the throw. Joy didn't like to call a high throw. And they call him out. So nothing across. Halfway home. 2-0 good guy.
Draft beers.
Oh, no, he wasn't out.
So here's Rodriguez. He singles sharply to left field with 2 out in the second. Takes a fastball upstairs. Another heater, and a count 2-0. Dean Palmer on deck and Dan Peltier in the hole. Nice pitch by Alex. Yankees now leading the Blue Jays 6-0, top of the 8th in New York. Tigers beat Cleveland 8-3 at Cleveland Stadium. That's outside. Baltimore still leading Milwaukee 8-1, top of the 8th at Camden Yards. Boston 5, Minnesota 1, top of the 7th at the Humphrey Dome. Yes, he just threw it right by him. Phillies leading the Braves 8-5, bottom of the 7th at Fulton County Stadium. Top of the 9th at the Big O in Montreal. Expos leading the Mets 3-1. St. Louis leading the Fighting Fish 7-1, top of the 4th in St. Louis. Dodgers 2, Houston 1, top of the 8th, Astrodome. Payoff pitch. Walks the leadoff man. First walk issued by Alex. A couple of finals in the National League. Pirates beat the Cubs this afternoon 6-5, and Cincinnati tripled up the Rockies 9-3. Here's Dean Palmer. He lined out to Raines his first trip. Takes a strike.
See, Palmer has a homer against Alex in his career. Boy, Alex got him through a breaking ball last time. I thought Palmer may have hit that pitch out of there. He just missed it. That's what you got to do with him, right there with the fastball. Palmer's a very good off-speed hitter, especially a mistake off-speed hitter. He'll kill it. Fastball, he has a tough time getting to, especially Alex Fernandez type fastball.
Nothing into the count. There's a breaking ball low. Sox 2 runs in the first inning, and that has been all a scoring. 2-3-0 for the good guys. 0-2-2 for the Rangers. Oh. 2-2. Wasn't outside. So he gets 4 strikes, and he hits that one into left field.
Just a hanging slider right here. Right down the middle. Take a look. That ball just didn't do a whole lot. It's just a spiral right there, belt high. So a good try by Graybeck. Runners at first and second, nobody out. We'll see if Peltier will be bunting in this situation. Mario Diaz is on deck.
Peltier fly to Raines his first trip. Sox looking for the bunt. It's a good one. Graybeck over to Pascal, so the sacrifice 5-3.
Well, that's a great exhibition right there by the rookie Peltier. He just deadened it, caught it with the end of the bat, pushed it right down to third.
Mario Diaz.
Just caught it. Makes the third baseman field it, so there's no chance to get that lead runner. So Mario Diaz, who had a solid single his first time up, and as you mentioned, Hawk hits Alex very well, gets a chance with 2 guys in scoring position.
He's 5 for 8 against Alex. Ooh, throwing him a curveball, missed up high. Outfield around to the right. Alex makes a nice play, stabs it, looks the runners back over to Pasqua. 2 gone.
Yeah, he may have had a shot at Palmer at second base, but that would have been a risky throw. There's a little bit of daylight there, so Diaz denied. Oh. See, Alex squares up to the hitter pretty well. So he gets himself in pretty good fielding position. The ball hit right back at him, so he can get out of it.
And indeed, that was a base hit. Had not, he stopped it. Donald Harris 0 for 2. Struck out and flied to right. Gap in left center. Watch out. Get the fastball inside, checked it up so quickly. Alex on top, way on top, 0-2. Tim Belcher against Kevin Brown in the finale tomorrow night. And the Sox will conclude this 7-game road trip. Yes. Alex pitches out of a 2-out. Check that 2-on, nobody out situation, and after 5, he leads it 2-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to Rangers Diamond Division.
The news about Dodge Intrepid hasn't made Ford and Toyota.
Good rip of a fastball right there by Matthew. The Sox, as we mentioned, who have won 7 of their last 8. 4-1 on this big road trip. Breaking ball high, 1-1 the count. Pull the string on him, that circle change.
It's been a real good pitch for him. He's had the White Sox hitters out on that front foot because you have to look for a Nolan Ryan fastball when you're standing up there. You see the ball and the delivery. Good arm action right there by Ryan.
Gets him on another one. And a reminder, our next game coming away on Sports Channel will be Friday, first of that 3-game set against Buck Rogers' California Angels. Couple of southpaws going at one another. For the Sox, it'll be Wilson Alvarez. And for the Halos, the 6'5", a left-hander, Chuck Finley. That is Friday right here on Sports Channel. Here's Craig Graybeck. Craig went in to run for Robin Ventura, who is ejected after he was hit by a pitch, charged the mound. Back in the 3rd inning. First ball hunting, 2 hopper. Diaz on the right. Throws him out, 2 gone.
Right fielder Steve Sachs.
Here's the right fielder tonight, Steve Sachs. Reached on an error, stole his 7th base back in the 1st inning. And he grounded to 3rd. Check the grounded to short in the 3rd. Takes that changeup low and inside, so the count 2-0.
Well, dial it up right here, Saxy.
Fastball. A pretty good spot on it on 2-0, outside half. Slash foul, not a play. Danny Pasquale on deck if Sachs can reach. And they are just getting underway at the Big A in Anaheim. Kansas City has put 1 on the board, still hitting top of the 1st. Two delivery. Ball hit hard, 1 hopper right to Strange. So 1-2-3 inning for Nolan Ryan. 5.5 have gone by. Sox lead it 2-0. Owen Gonzalez to face Alex. Strange is popped to Ventura and hit into a fielder's choice. 2-3-0 for the Sox. 0-3-2 for the Rangers. There's a base hit. Well, once again, the leadoff man aboard.
And they got their big boppers up there this time with Palmeiro, Gonzalez, and Franco, and Rodriguez. So good opportunity for Texas.
And while we have a moment, a reminder that on Sunday afternoon, August 8th, Gatorade will give away a pair of wristbands to all children in attendance as the Sox host the California Angels. So for tickets, dial Ticketmaster 312-831, 1 Sox. Here's Palmeiro. Popped to Ozzie and struck out. Takes a breaking ball strike. Palmeiro called out on strikes back in the 4th inning. Alex backdoored him with a 3-2 curveball. Fastball off the corner. It's 1-1. California Angels hitting in the bottom of the 1st inning, trailing Kansas City 2-0. It's David Cohn against Leftwich.
Which?
Leftwich. Phil Leftwich. Supposed to have a real good arm. Two and two. Outfield playing him the hook. Here's the 2-2 pitch right here by Alex. And the whole ball's got to play. There goes the runner. That ball hit deep to right field. Way back. You can put it on the board. 2-run homer by Palmeiro. And the game is tied at 2. Hard to give these guys 4 strikes, Wumpy.
Yeah, it is. And Palmeiro is so good. That 2-2 pitch is so important. Well, he froze him on it. That good heater. And right there, you have to throw him a strike. And Palmeiro responds with his 28th homer. He now has driven in 80. Well, he got all of this one. Let's take another look. He wants the fastball away. He got it on the inside half of the plate. And he just rips it. Smooth, sweet swing of Rafael Palmeiro ties this game at 2.
So here's Gonzalez. Takes a curveball on away. Whips that change-up foul. Gonzalez was hit by a pitch, a changeup from Alex back in the 2nd inning. And he struck out in the 4th.
Well, he's quick inside. He got the pitch he wanted down. And he nailed it.
That's back to the middle base hit. So 3 consecutive hits by the Rangers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now Karkovice, Ozzie, and Alex all having a little chit-chat. Here's a 2-2 pitch once again by Alex. He called it a ball, and the next pitch left the yard. Franco fouls it off. Twice he has grounded out to Joey Cora, once into a double play. Gonzalez Just 3 for 4 in stolen bases this year. It's a little high, says Ford. In the count 1-1. Slashes that one out of play right side. Two runs, 3 hits for the Sox. 2 runs, 6 hits for Texas. There's a base hit. Sox cannot cut it off, so Gonzalez now on his way to third. He's being waved around. He will score, and the Rangers take a 3-2 lead on the double by Julio Franco.
Well, he hits this ball very hard to that gap in right center. Karkovic setting up inside. He got one pretty much middle of the plate and down. All he's got to do right there is drop the head of the bat on it. That's exactly what Franco does. He's been red hot at the bat. Gonzalez scores easily from first. And Nolan Ryan's got a 3-2 lead minimum to take into the 7th inning. Nobody out still here in the 6th.
Going to have some activity down in the Sox bullpen. Right-hander Jeff Schwartz. As it all started, just tuned in. Sharp single by Doug Strange. Home run by Palmeiro. Sharp single by Gonzalez, and then a double by Franco.
On the Rangers, catcher.
It'll be up to Ivan Rodriguez to try to get Franco over to third base. Rodriguez has singled and walked. As the bunt fouls it back. Squares the bunt this time. Does. Alex only plays the first base to Pascal, so the sacrifice 1-3 with Franco into third.
Palmer.
I don't know about you, Hawk, but with Fernandez struggling out there in this inning, I was glad to see them sacrificing Rodriguez, who's dangerous, to at least to take some of the momentum away, getting that first out of the inning and try and stay out of that huge inning.
Here's Dean Palmer. Sox with the infield in, jams him. That's going to fall for a base hit. Ate him up, and he flared it into right. Franco scores, and it's 4-2.
Boy, that he did. Fastball, boy, right on the label. The ball was almost behind him. But he fights it off. Those strong guys can do that. So Palmer now with 69 driven in. Here's Dan Peltier with 1 out.
He has flied to left and has a sacrifice bunt. Curveball misses. 4 runs for the Rangers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-0 the count. Outfield for the most part straight up. Bit of a gap in right center. Grayback. Well off the line at third. That's trouble. That's ball. Fair as Raines. They're going to wave Palm around. Here's a throw by Ozzie. Not in time on the double by Peltier, and it's 5-2 Texas.
Well, the ball's already behind him. Peltier still is able to get the big part of the bat on the ball and flips it into that corner in left field. Tim Raines with a good relay. So an RBI double for Peltier, and it's 5-2 Texas.
Going to have a pinch runner for Peltier. It'll be Butch Davis. So the Rangers with 5 runs on 6 hits here in the 6th inning. Diaz takes a breaking ball low and away. He's 1 for 2. Had a sharp single in the 3rd. Hit the ball sharply back to Alex in the 5th. One to count. He joined us late. Gene Lamont and Robin Ventura have been ejected. Ground ball to Ozzie. Looks Davis back. Throws out Diaz. 2 gone. Throw with 2 out. That'll bring up the center fielder, Donald Harris. 0 for 3 tonight. Couple of punch outs. Yes. 0-2 the count. Takes that fastball upstairs. Harris, the 9th hitter to come to the plate for the Rangers here in the bottom of the 6th. Pretty good fastball by Alex. Outfield well around to the right. Graybeck well back at 3rd. It's in the right field hard. Sachs is there. Makes the catch that retires the side, but the Rangers take the lead, coming up with 5 runs on 6 hits. No errors, they leave 1. After 6 is 5-2 Texas, and next up in the Cooperno on deck circle for the Sox.
Hitter through 6. Pasqua, first ball swinging, pops it up to left field. Juan Gonzalez quickly 1 up here and 1 down here in the 7th inning. Change for Texas in the outfield. Peltier was pinch run for by Butch Davis. He remains in the game in right. Lance Johnson's 0 for 2 tonight. Ground to the 3rd and slide to center. Ron Karkovice on deck. Sox have to battle back now. They're down by 3. First pitch fastball is a strike. ball misses up and away. 1-1 on Lance. Not quite as drastic a shift up there this time for Johnson. They were playing him way over to left field. 2-1 now. Jeff Schwartz has come in from the bullpen, so we'll wait and see if he doesn't come out there. I imagine he'll be out there for the 7th inning. You look at the Sox dugout, Alex Fernandez. 3-1. Rafael Palmeiro hit a 396-foot homer last inning to tie this ball game, and then Franco had an RBI double. Palmer an RBI single. Peltier drove in a run with a double. Lance fouls this one back. So Alex Fernandez, going for his 13th victory of the season, was cruising through 5. But gave up 5 runs on 6 hits last inning. White Sox need base runners. 3-2 pitch coming up to Lance Johnson. Fastball, he fouls it off left side.
And a reminder that Scott Peterson Hot Dogs will sponsor Sox Road Jersey Pin Night on Tuesday, August 10th. It's the Sox and the Athletics at 7:05. First 20,000 fans will receive pins. For tickets, just dial Ticketmaster 312-831-1SOX.
And the White Sox have only mustered 3 hits against Nolan Ryan, none since the 2nd inning. Sox dugout. There's Tim Belcher on the left. He'll be pitching tomorrow night against Kevin Brown. Frank Thomas, Bo Jackson sitting this one out so far. Made Needham. There's a shot. Diaz on the short hop makes the play and throws him out. Oh boy, what a play by Diaz, the defensive gem of this game. Wow. Quickly to his left, that little pirouette move, because he knows Lance Johnson has great speed. Nicely done. Ron Karkovice pops this one back. That was a curveball. That's out of play. So Kark, strikeout victims, his first 2 times up. Ryan has struck out 4 through 6 2/3 innings. And we said between the lines tonight that Nolan Ryan needed some innings to rest that tired Ranger bullpen. Tom Henke pitched 2 nights ago, and we may see him later on in the ball game. Park swings through a fastball. But Ryan has been breezing since the first inning. Gave up a couple questionable runs. His defense really let him down in the first, but he has hung in there, giving up just 3 hits so far. So Kark with that 0-2 pitch coming up, trying to avoid the hat trick. Fans have gotten into this ball game since the last inning. Fastball, he pops it up. And that'll be a souvenir for someone. Some baselines for tonight. Sox are 6-2 against the Rangers in '93. Texas has not been below 500 since July 8th. They are at 53-53, and the Sox 7-1 in their last 8 ball games, averaging 7.8 runs per game. They have 2 so far in this one, 1 earned against Nolan Ryan. Ozzie will hit if Karkovice can reach. Breaking ball hangs up high. Well, that certainly could have been called. Would have been a high strike. There's the curve, got him, throws him. Karkovic goes down. Strikeout number 5 as we go to the 7th inning stretch. Rangers lead it 5-2.